I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait.
Hi and welcome back to the Rideshare Buddy UK YouTube channel. My name's Kevin and I'm doing a follow me shift video today. It's Wednesday. I'm going to do Wednesdays in future so I don't get it mixed up with my holiday pay top-ups, so you can actually see what it is genuinely. I'm going to work from 12, well 5 past 12 because it's 5 past 12 now, through till 8, so that's going to be an 8-hour shift. Today I'm basing myself down at Dufferin, which is on the outskirts of Newport, on the Cardiff side of Newport. It's quite a mixed area. I'm parked here up on the Asda car park, and I think it's a good base to be, made because of the toilets, place to get a snack, and McDonald's is inside the Asda, so I've got myself a drink. Catchment area, it's a large social housing estate down here, but there are some new prestige housing estates just dotted around as well, and I've taken some quite good work out of there. We've got fast dual carriageway all the way up to Risca and Rogerstone, so that's in about 5 minutes away, 6 minutes away. So when I park down here, I do get some work up there as well. Commercial wise, we got Empire Estate or Imperial Estate, a high-tech industrial estate, lots of data centres. We've got Holiday Inn Express down the road, and we've also got some aerotech industry down here as well. So high-tech stuff. I have picked up people from here quite often, international business people, consultants and stuff like that. So hopefully this is going to be a good place to start. We'll see how it goes. So it's 6 minutes past 12. Let's flick on the app and get started, and we'll see what happens. Couple of issues at the moment. Last week Taxi Rentals got in touch and said, do you want this premium Ioniq? And I said yes please, and they've sent me the documents. So on Uber, I've got 2 cars on Uber. I've got this Prius, I'm still in the Prius, and also the Ioniq has been accepted as well. I've been kicked off Bolt. Well, my account is on hold because I uploaded the documents for the new Ioniq, and there was a document missing, insurance support documents. They wanted me to send in a rental agreement, which I don't have, so they put my account on hold. I took off the Ioniq and just kept on the Prius, and they've not taken off the hold, so I'm still on hold at Bolt, so no Bolt work today. On a positive note, yesterday I did 2 jobs on Holler, the first jobs I've gone through. Both of them scan the car and download the app from the QR code I've got on the outside of the car, so that's quite good. One of them is a student at the student village, and she's taken a card and she said she's going to pin the card to the notice board so people can scan the QR code on it. I mean, I've got a QR code on it, and they can scan it and download the Holler app from there, so that's quite good. Holler is beginning very slowly, but I expected that to produce a little bit of work. So what else has happened? My acceptance rate on Uber has dropped in the last week. I used to have an acceptance rate of about 76-77%. Currently, let's have a quick look. My acceptance rate is down to, I don't know if you can see it, it's down to 56%. That's because it's not worth running for a lot of the jobs anymore. Started last week. Previous to last week, I would run for work because they paid. And I think this is tied up with the changes to Trip Radar. A lot of work coming out now on Trip Radar, and also being posted to me, is paying less than £1 a mile when I take into account my running miles and the trip miles. So I don't do them. So my acceptance rate is down to 56% and dropping. I expect it to drop down to about 30%, because I'm turning down about 2 out of every 3 jobs and just not paid anymore. So obviously that means my takings have gone down quite a lot. But hopefully with holiday taking off, and I've got a couple of airport contracts coming through, so hopefully with that's going to replace the lost work on Uber. I don't see Uber being a long-term option for me, to be honest, but it's doing the job for what I want it to do, and that's just topping me up during the quiet times. So that's all the news. Let's get on and wait for my first job and start doing a follow me video on today, Wednesday. Although I might post the video out tomorrow, which is Thursday. Well, that coffee is not what I've ordered. It's got some sort of syrup in it, which is not nice. Not impressed, but I suppose I'm trying to spread some winter cheer. Temperature wise, it's down to 5 degrees today. It's going to go colder tomorrow, down to about 3. No snow forecast in this area, which raises a question: what am I going to do as the winter gets worse? When it's snowing, I'm not going out, that's for sure. It's not so much my driving, it's other people's driving. And the same when it goes down to below 0 because of the ice. It's great, you can think there's a lot of work out there, there certainly is, but one little accident, one little scrape, and your car's off the road and you lose weeks worth of work. So I don't work when it's snowing, and I'm not going to work when it's below 0 on temperature because of the ice. I've set aside £1,000 as an emergency weather fund, so that should allow me to stay away from work for about 3 weeks without me having to hit my savings too heavily. I don't know, what do you do in the winter? Do you work the snow? Do you work the rain and the ice? I have in the past. It's very stressful. You're forever thinking about how other people are driving because you don't want your car pranged because it costs you money. Not just in repairs, I mean this won't matter, this is a rental, but if your car's off the road, you're not earning. And if it's my fault because I take a slide, then I could lose the car and not get insured and another rental. So their thing is just to park it up and wait out the bad weather till things get a little bit better. Well, it is quiet today. 12 minutes past 12 and not a beep. Well, it's 25 past, well almost half past 12 and not a murmur. I've been able to finish that McDonald's. Absolutely disgusting. It was sickly sweet. I think it was a toffee. All I wanted was a plain white coffee, and that's what I ordered on the app. And I got, I mean, that was sickly sweet. I mean, really, it was awful. Next time I'll be taking it back. I shan't put up with it. But work-wise, not a murmur. So I'll give it till past, and then I'll probably take a drive into town and see if we can pick anything up in town. So awful coffee. Nothing's happening down this part, and it's pointless soliciting around waiting for something that's not going to happen. Okay, so that's it. 25 to 1, well almost 20 to 1 now. 40 minutes. Not a beep from Uber. Well, I've had one job come through on Trip Radar for about £8, which I didn't get. But that's about all. I'm not going to sit down here any longer. I'm going to take a drive up into town and park up somewhere in town. And at least up there, people might be able to download, scan the QR code. So 709. We'll just wait to see if I get that.
Head to your pickup at 47 Byron Road.
Yep, got that 2.7 miles away, gave 2.1, so it's 4.8 miles for £7 2p. Better than a lot that's come out on Trip Radar recently. So let's go out and let's get this one done. Okay, so that was a quick trip from Gaia up to High Cross. and I've just dropped on a job from Dufferin Road, which is just around the corner from where I spent most of the morning parked up. Going somewhere, and I don't know where, but it's £12.75 anyway. So
Just ahead, turn left on Coop Lane.
not too bad for that one. Well, I made a bit of a mistake there. When it said Dufferin Road, I thought it'd be over in Dufferin, but it's not. It's looking at it, it looks like I'm heading over to the other side of Risca. It is Dufferin Road, just not in Dufferin, that's all, out towards Risca. So not too bad. Nice little drive out, keeping away from the traffic, which is always good. Okay, so that was a trip out from Wattsville, out past Risca, back down to the Grant Hospital. So I'm back in Newport now. That was £12.75, so it's now 1:30. So I've been out for an hour and a half, and I've got £19.84 on the clock. So not a particularly productive morning, but I'm going to head into town and move around by the station and see if we can attract a bit of attention for the new signs on the car, rather than go back out and wait for a job to be pinged by me by Uber. It does say Newport is in surge, but nothing is happening. There you go. Yeah, I've just had a trip radar come through, and this is the sort of issues we have now. £5.25, 8 miles in total. So I've got a 690, which is 3.5 miles for 3, 4, 5, 7 miles for £6.90. 453. I'll take 453. It's a mile away. These trip radars are not good anymore. They used to be, but this is a station for local, £4.50. Right, that was a quick trip from the station down to Corporation Road, just local, for £5. And I've just picked up a job from looks like the Mercury Hotel in the centre of Newport, out to Cardiff for £14.60 or something like that, just under £15. So that's where we're heading off to now. It's not fantastic today, a little bit slow. I'd like to say it's ticking over, but so far 2 hours I've done £24. That's £12 an hour, knock off my expenses, and I'm working for a £5 an hour. So I can't say it's ticking along even. It is slow, full stop. But let's get this Cardiff one out of the way. That was a trip out from centre of Newport out to Pentwyn, just on the outskirts of Cardiff. Nice £14 job. Nice gentle drive. She really appreciated my 70s soul playlist that I'm playing on Amazon Music at the moment. So that was really quite good. So let's head back to Newport. I'm not going to hang around in Cardiff at all. I'll just get back to Newport. So I've set my destination. And let's have a look what I've got. It's 2:20. So I've been out for 2 hours 20. And let's not crash into this car. And I've got £39.25 on the clock. So it's creeping up. Could do another couple of big jobs like this, and we'll be okay. But at the moment, I'm not happy. I have to admit, one of the things I've noticed since doing this job, and it's 4 months now, is the number of people who now smoke cannabis. Because they come in and they stink of it. It's one of those smells that lingers and sticks to people. And unfortunately, it also lingers in the car, so I'm constantly spraying air freshener to try and get rid of the smell. mean, I can understand why so many passengers might report drivers for smoking cannabis. It's not because they're smoking it or they've got it in their possession. It's just the number of passengers you pick up that smell of it. And it smells the car out for the next passenger. I would say probably 1 in 4 people who get in a car, 1 in 4 passengers, smell of cannabis. And I think that just shows how widespread its use now is. And it crosses most of the age groups. 20s, 30s, 40s, kids under 18, smell of cannabis. I had 2 kids in the car the other night. Absolutely reeked of it. And it could have been much older than 15 or 16. It's not a good sign for the future. It really isn't. Yeah, I've just had a job ping me. I mean, it's not good. These fares just are not good. 6.2 miles away to Newport. I mean, I'm coming down the motorway now back home to Newport. A 2 mile job, £6.80. But it's an 8 mile trip for me, 8 miles. So that's what, 80p? Hold on, here's another one. Oh, we'll go for that one. 7.26, 3 miles away, going 4 miles. So at least it's hitting that pound a mile, just over. Yeah, it's from Lloyd's Bank. So probably going up to the railway station, which is what normally happens. Lloyd's Bank to the railway station. Not too bad. I come straight down the motorway onto the A48 and just round the island. And it won't take long at all, about 5-6 minutes to do the 3.5 miles to get there. Well, that was an interesting one. I dropped up at the station for £7 from Lloyd's Bank, and as I was dropping, the guy came running over and said, "Can you take me to Bristol Parkway? My train to the station delayed, well, cancelled, and he had to get to the Parkway for his connection up to Leeds." So I've just done a private trip out from the railway station to Bristol Parkway, and that was for £35. So that's not too bad. I mean, it's only 24 miles, and it's motorway pretty much all the way there, apart from that section at the back. So £35 for less than an hour's work. It's probably about an hour by the time I get back to Newport. A little bit handy, and has helped to save the day a little bit, if not by a great deal. But let's get back to Newport. I mean, on the clock, what do I have on the clock? Okay, so I've been out, it's what, 20 to 4, well, 25 to 4. So let's say I've been out 3.5 hours. I've got 46.51 on the Uber, 35 private, so that's £81 so far in 3.5 hours. So by the time I get back, it's going to be 4 hours, shall we say, just over 4 hours. So hitting that, getting up to that £20 a mark, £20 an hour mark, which is really the minimum I need to be at, but we are getting there. So I can now say things are ticking along, even if I'm not making a fortune. Yeah, you know, things are ticking along now, provided I don't get held up too badly in traffic here in Bristol. We should be back by about, what, 4:15 at the latest, hopefully. But it's all down to getting on the M5 and then straight onto the M4 without being held up too much. But I'm smiling. That helped a big deal, that private job did. So this is the benefit of having your own operator's licence. You can do the work when it comes. And I don't think £35 is too bad for a 24-mile job when compared to Uber. Probably still a little bit of lowballing, Probably should have been more closer to 40. But the guy had £35, so that was fine. I wouldn't have made that by being on Uber. Well, I'm due to get back to Newport according to Google Maps in about 26 minutes. So it's going to be about 20 past 4. But I haven't visited Mega Services for quite some time. So I might just pop in there and water some fish. And then after being to the loo, I can switch on the app, on the Uber back on, and see what sort of work is out there and available. But yeah, that's very lucky today. No traffic at all, really. Well, it's busy, but we're moving. They're moving quite well. So that was a handy little job. It'll be just over an hour from start to finish for the £35. So that job paid with a credit card and paid through my Square terminal, my big Square terminal that could issue receipts, and the processing fee was 35 pence for £35. I'm not going to complain about that. That's just business expense you can write off, and it's minimal. I don't know why so many small businesses complain about card processing fees. Your margins should be enough to cover pennies in the pound on a processing fee. So yeah, no problem. Very happy, very easy to use. That Square terminal is. Processed it without a problem. It's now in my Square account. £35 less a 35p processing fee. So I can download it now if I want into my bank account, but I'll just let it go auto tomorrow. It automatically downloads into my account every day, so I'll just leave it to do an auto transfer. Well, yeah, thumbs up on Square. No hassles at all with it. Okay, it's just been to the loo at Mega Services. Just logged on to Uber to do the second part of my shift, and I've just got a job 1.2 miles away in Mega, going down to the well, it looks like it could be the railway station, so it's about £9.60, something like that. So let's get this job done. Yeah, things are beginning to fly a bit now, hopefully. Right, that was a trip out from Mega to Underwood, or Underhill. So didn't go back into town at all. But that was 4 mile job for £12. So because it's out of area, I think we got a little bit more payment. I've just picked up a job now from Ringwood. So I'm heading off to Ringwood to do that one. That's about 3 miles away, round the lanes, unfortunately. But we'll see how long it takes to get there. Okay, so let's just catch up. I did that Ringland Way up to Friars Walk, which was £9. And then I picked up a one in the city centre, coming out to just on the outskirts of the city centre for £4.50. Now, I'm going to have to review what sort of money I accept in the rush hour, because that £4.50 job took me over 15 minutes just to get there, and then another 15 minutes, so 30 minutes for £4.50 before I get to my expenses. It's not financially viable, so I'm going to have a little think about what my minimum fare is going to be that I accept during this rush hour traffic, because the traffic is getting no easier, and especially with the festive season coming up, people are going to be really quite busy. So I think I'm probably not going to accept any fares below a tenner from about 4:30 to about 6 o'clock. Probably. I'll have a think about it and have a decision by the end of the week. But with the festive traffic coming on, you can't run around town for 40 minutes for a fiver. It's not viable. But let's switch the app back on, because it's been me a few times with £4 jobs, which I've denied, and it's taken me offline. So let's get back online and see what's out there. Okay, just picked up a trip, just come in from Schooner Way, just down by the Great Hospital, over to Cardiff for just over £19. So that should keep me occupied during the rush hour traffic. Question is, what's the best way to get there and avoid as much traffic as possible? Yeah. Don't know if to go around the back route, round Barrack Hill, or through the city centre. I think go through the city centre might be better. The traffic is leaving Newport, not going into it. So let's try this route. So that's the one, £19 out to Cardiff, which should be okay. Okay, so I'm heading back now to Newport, just dropped off in Cardiff. It's 6:15 and I have £88 on the clock from Uber and that £35 private job. So that's £113 in total for just over 6 hours. 6.25 hours. So slipping behind a little bit on that £20 an hour mark because of the rush hour traffic. Sort of slowed things down for half an hour. So I do have to sort of take a look at what I'm prepared to do during the rush hour to make sure it's worthwhile on every job that I do. But let's get back to Newport. I've switched off the app because I don't want to be kept being pinged by Cardiff jobs. I want to get back to Newport. I need to pop into Morrison's on the way to the Amazon locker at Morrison's, because my nice new fleece PJs and fleece slippers have arrived for me to pick up from the locker. So I should have a nice warm cosy night tonight, even though I've got a heating on and an electric blanket. I'm of the age where staying warm is a luxury you can't do without. But I'll probably be about 7:15 by the time I get back to Newport. Should have enough time to get maybe 2 jobs in before 8 o'clock. I've had no break today, so it's been an 8-hour solid shift, apart from 10 minutes to go to the loo. So I would have hoped I'd be earning a bit more than what I have done. But it is what it is. And let's head back. So I've just been down to pick up my goodies from Morrison's, my thermals. So I'm now on the way. I've just picked up a job Kingsway, well, going from the railway station. I've changed the position of my phone because my phone holder's broke. The rubber bit came off, so it won't hold the phone. So fortunately I got a metal plate on this one, so I've just dropped it onto one of those metal magnetic phone holders. It does mean though that you can't see the road. You'll have to look at me instead, and hopefully there's enough light to see me. So picked up a job, £7 from the railway station, fairly local. So just heading off to do that. It's just come to 7 o'clock, and I'm hoping to get another couple of jobs in. It would be nice to break the 100 mark on Uber today, and then I got £35 to go on top as well. So let's get on with this one. Okay, so that was a railway station down to Peel. for £5-6 I think it was. And I've just picked up another £6 job from Somerton into town, and that's going to take me up to over £100 on Uber. I'm currently on 94, so we'll do over £100 on Uber today, but that's not good really, not for an 8-hour shift, but we might get a few more jobs in. We'll wait and see, but this will take me up to 100.
Turn left on us.
Okay, that was a £6 job. So now on the clock for Uber, I have £100 and 88 pence. So it's okay to be over £100. It's 7:20, so I might get another couple of jobs in before I finish at 8. We'll have to wait and see how it goes. But £100 and 88 pence plus the £35 from earlier. Really, an 8-hour shift, I really should be on a total of £160 minimum, and I'm on 135. A little bit low today, it's been a little bit low. Right, I've pulled up just round the corner from the railway station. It's 7:25, so another 25 minutes. Hopefully I'll get one. Look at this. Season of the sniffles and sneezes. I've had a few people getting into the back of the car the last couple of days, and I think I might have just caught something. But we've had the Uber newsletter today, and it said that should be busy now to Christmas, and then the New Year, and then they reckon the first 2 weeks in January it's going to be really quiet, and it starts picking up in the third week. So I'm advising people, if they're going to go away early January. Now this is hopefully when my operator's licence will come into effect, because early January is when we get the snow season. A lot of people go head off snow and skiing in early January through till about Easter. And also you have the winter sun crowd who head off after Christmas. They come here for Christmas, and then they head off for the winter, January to the sun. So I'm hoping those first 2 weeks of January, even though it's going to be quiet, on Uber, just got a railway station, only about £4 job, so quite a local one. Airports will pick up to replace it, because everybody's heading off to their winter sun and skiing holidays. But let's get up to the station and get this job done. Okay, so I've just taken probably my last job of the day. It's 7:45, and I've just got to pick up at the railway station going down to Cumbrain for £8.50. Well, just under £8.50. So I've got 105.84. That's going to take me up to £114. And on top of that, I'll have 35. So that's 145, about £150 on an 8-hour shift, having worked just over 8 hours by the time I get back home. That's a little bit low. I would expect about 160 normally for an 8-hour shift. And if you compare that with Monday, Monday I did 7 hours and I pulled in £186 on 7 hours. So Wednesday it's a little bit slow today, but it ticked along. I've made national minimum wage, so I'm not too worried about that then. But another day done and another dollar earned. So let's finish this guy off and finish him off. Sorry, missus. Let's go pick up this Shannon, take them home to Cumbrain, and then I can call it quits. So thanks for watching today. As I say, we finished the day on £35 private job, £114 Uber work, giving 150 odd pound in total. Please like, subscribe and share. Until next time, drive safely and make a living.